going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today, we've got the Day 5 review between India versus New Zealand. The test match ends in a draw. A tiny piece of me really wanted a result either way. Look, it wasn't going to be a New Zealand result because they didn't have any intent to chase down the 284, which I thought was a little bit disappointing. You know, they spent most of the day blocking shots and leaving shots and not making runs, and they only fell 119 runs short. Am I good at math there? Someone let me know. 119 runs short, maybe. You know, I feel like if they had some more intent, they'd probably were a big chance to win the match. Now, look, it ends in a draw, an absolute thrilling ending. Even I was nervous to see what the ending was. I was riding every bump, every delivery of this. I mean, it just reminds everyone of Test match cricket. Will never ever be beaten. It is why it is the best form of cricket, because as it is in the name, it is a test of character, of mental strength, of ability, of decision making. Every little component that you have to use in cricket, every little one of it, you have to use in test match cricket for the full 5 days down to the very last ball. And this was the case here. This is what test match cricket is all about. Going down to the last day, the last ball. Hey, it's as thrilling as it gets. And yeah, it ends in a draw. And I know some people will say, oh, well, fucking test match cricket ends in a draw. You don't even get a winner. Sometimes no team deserved to win. India had their moments. New Zealand had their moments in the test match. I think a draw is probably where the result should be. India, good moments. New Zealand, some good moments. And now we move on to the second test match, which it'll be win it all. It'll be a win it all in Mumbai, I believe the second test match is in. Player of the match, Shreyas Iyer on debut. All class, and I know a lot of Indian fans would also be happy because it probably will see the end of Ajinkya Rahane. I think Iyer has all but sewn that position up. I think the next test match, I mean, I'll probably come out with my predicted 11 if I want to do a separate video on that. But let's be honest, the changes, it'll be Kohli in for Rahane, and then it'll be KS Bharat in for Wriddhiman Saha. I think those will be the 2 changes. They might go with a bowling change. They might bring in Siraj for Umesh or for Ishant Sharma. Sharma didn't bowl great this match, so they might give him a break. They might bring in... they have a guy who's the substitute. I can't remember his name. But yeah. Let's jump into the scorecard. Look, we're not going to go through the entire test match. If you want to see what I thought about each innings and each day's play, go through my daily reviews of the test match and you'll find it there. But hey, New Zealand's second innings, as we know, India declared, set New Zealand a total of around, 284. Wasn't going to chase it, but they obviously got the wicket of Will Young, and then in the day, it started off with a Will Somerville, 36 off 110 deliveries. That is too long for a night watchman to be out there if you're India. I know he batted extremely well, did Somerville, but you just have to get him out a bit earlier than that. You have to get Willie Somerville out a bit earlier than that, the night watchman. Tommy Latham, 52 off 146. Super good test match. Really was the only big standing point for New Zealand, batting-wise. As you can see, they all ate up a lot of deliveries. Kane Williamson, 24 off 112. Again, 100 deliveries faced. Really good stuff there. Ross Taylor. And then the wickets started tumbling. They started tumbling in this middle order right after the lunch breaks and before. And then after the tea breaks, there was wickets tumbling. And New Zealand were under all sorts when it looked like at one point New Zealand were going to cruise to a draw. You get Jadeja, Patel, Ashwin, the spin patrol just starts taking wickets on wickets. Taylor gone for 2, Nichols gone for 1, Tommy Blundell gone for 2, and it just looked dangerous there. Jamieson was gone for 5 from Jadeja. Southey was gone for 4 from Jadeja. It was becoming an absolute nightmare finish for New Zealand, because the last thing you want is a guy on debut and Ajaz fucking Patel, who, let's be all brutally honest, I mean, he can't bat, But Rachin Ravindra on debut, saving the match for your country. There's probably no better feeling than maybe winning the match. But look, you save it, it's probably just as good. And they're able to hang on in the end. The Kiwis. Yeah, credit to Rachin Ravindra, 18 off 91 deliveries. You have to give him all credit. Even if you're an Indian fan, you just have to say, look, he did well. You know, if this was, let's say, Umesh Yadav or Ishant Sharma saving a match for India, it'd be just as big as it is for the Kiwis. So, have to give credit where credit's due. We'll jump into the bowlers. Ravi Ashwin, 3 for 35 off 30. Super economical. I mean, it's not like anyone was really leaking runs. You know, the batsmen weren't really going for runs. But yeah, 3 wickets was really, really good. I just thought in the last few overs that Ashwin bowled in the end of the day's play, he was bowling too full. I felt like Ashwin he stopped looking for the wicket. He was taking his wickets by pitching it short, hitting cracks, putting it in the footholes, and letting it turn back in or turn out. But then in his last few overs, I don't know if he got tired, but he just kept bowling fucking full deliveries. And Ajaz Patel and Rachin just had to put the bat down and block it. I mean, it wasn't going to turn enough. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing there from Ashwin. But he did, 3 wickets. Great performance. Axar Patel, 1 for 23 off 21. I mean, he's incredible on home soil. Umesh Yadav, 1 for 34 off 12. Good to see him in the side. Sharma, again, didn't have a great match. None for 20 off 7, but didn't really have to bowl a lot, did he? And Ravindra Jadeja, 4 for 40 off 28. Was this close for taking a fifer and winning the test match for his country. That close was Jadeja. Unfortunately, not to be, as Ravindra survived Ravindra. It was incredible. As we know, Ravindra did get Ravindra out in the first innings. Couldn't get him done in the second. But hey, I mean, credit to the Kiwis. They hold on in a heroic effort. India probably kicking themselves a little bit that, you know, they didn't capitalise on those opportunities. They had New Zealand right where they wanted him. Right where they wanted them. 1 wicket with about 6 overs to go. You would have thought, yeah, they'll get the wicket from here. The wickets were tumbling. They'll get it. They don't get it. You know, I did have some people ask me why, you know, when they took the new ball, they immediately took a wicket. I think it was Jadeja or Patel. Immediately took a wicket with the new ball. And there was a lot of thought, well, why didn't they take the new ball a lot earlier? That's a great question. Wasn't great captaincy from Rahane, if I'm being honest. And then I had some people asking, when they took the new ball, why didn't they use, you know, Umesh Yadav or Sharma? And, you know, it's a great point, because why didn't they use a pace bowler when they took the new ball? Good question, but, you know, spin was working. You just have to keep going with the momentum. It's a spin-friendly pitch, even with a new ball. There's no real swing on the pitch. There's no real bounce, you know. And all you're doing by using a paceman is you're soaking up so much time. When you get a spinner, you know, the light was going in the day. You need to get as many overs as possible. You just throw the ball back to Jadeja. He comes in, give him the ball, goes back in. But when you get Umesh Yadav, you have to give him the ball, and he runs back about 2 kilometres, and then he'll run back in. So, you know, it's a bit of wasting time in the end as well. So, look, that's my little rant, and that's my little thought process. But hey, it was a really, really, really good test match. And we're only like 3 days away from the next test match in Mumbai, which is bloody awesome. Test cricket, we love it. But hey, let me know your thoughts on the game. Was it poor captaincy in the end from Rahane? What will be the changes? But hey, great test match. Congratulations to Shreyas Iyer on debut. But hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.